Hi class, welcome to another tutorial on CS384 OS library. This again is a very important tutorial for knowing the file paths or whether the directories exist or don't exist. So you will understand here when you make programs and all in Windows or in Linux, they ask you whether the directory exists or is accessible or not. Fine. So first we will just clear the system and now we will see one by one what happens in each of them. Okay, so right now I have a song in D colon songs English on my way. Alan Walker, one of my favorite songs. So you can see here. So it's D drive songs English on my way, right? So this is the same path here. D songs English on my way. So whenever you specify such a path, it is always better to give the raw string notation, right? You append R before the string, right? So the backslash and the character following that is not treated as a special character. Right? So I have executed the code and now we will see one by one why the output is yes or no or true or false. Right? So first of all, this is just a printf statement of the command that we are trying os.path.dirname, os.path.dirname. Right. So if you see my folder is in D drive songs and English and this is my song. So os.path.dirname basically gives me the directory name for this file. So what is the complete path for this particular file? On my way, you can see the output is D colon songs and English, right? So this is quite easy. So for example, I can give you any path. So for example, let me just copy this path, and if I paste this path, right? So when you have os.path.dirname, just what you do, you start from the right hand side. So start erasing till you meet a backslash, right? So directory name, this os.path.directory name gives the entire directory structure of the folder in which the file is located. Once again, dir name gives you the directory structure path of the file which you are querying. So basically when I say D songs English on my way, so on which path it is located, start from right to left and locate the backslash, right? If you are in Linux, it will be a forward slash, right? So just erase this thing and you will get the path, right? Because this particular file is located into this path. Now let's say next is os.path exists, right? This output will be exist. So as the name specifies, it just checks whether this path exists or not exists. So first I'm checking whether D songs English on my way exists. Now we know that it exists. So this output is coming true. So you can check once again. I am in D songs English on my way. And on the second path, D songs English fake.py. There is no file like fake.py. So it gives a boolean output. So this file exists, so it gives true. This file does not exist, so it gives false. Finally, we have os.path.is file, right? As the name specifies, whether the thing that you are testing is a file or a folder. So when I say D songs English on my way, of course it's a file, right? I can say this is a file, not a folder. So this is true. It is giving boolean true. But D colon songs and English, right? So when you come back here, D colon songs and English, is it a file? No, it's a directory or a folder. So the output is false here. Again, os.path is directory, same is the reverse of the different previous example. So is this file on my way a directory? No, it's a file, right? So we get false for the first output, that is directory. No, this is false because this is a file. And now we change for the directory, we check for the directory. D sounds English, it's a directory. Yes, it's a directory and it is true. Finally, we have path join. Join is like concatenation. Right? So what I'm doing here, see os.path.join, it will take two values. So you can see string path and basically two parameters it will join. So I'm giving the folder here D colon songs English and I'm just specifying the file name. So when I do a os.path.join, you can see in the output it basically joins the two paths. Right? Important thing to note is that the Python interpreter automatically adds this backslash, right? If it was a Linux system, it would add in a forward slash. So you need not specify something like this, right? It will give an error. So just keep it like this. Python interpreter will automatically add the path. The reverse of join is split. So for example, when you split the path, so I am giving the complete path of the MP3 song. So when you split this song, when you split this path, what Python does is, see, it makes a tuple. How do you know it's a tuple? Round brackets, right? So it split the path into the last folder, D songs English, and separates out the file name, right? So for example, if you want to traverse each and every file of a directory, you can also use this os.path.split to get the folder and the file name. Next, os.path.split, I am giving D songs and English, so you can see it removes the last folder, right? So basically it again does the same thing, starts from the right hand side till it matches a backslash, or if it's a Linux system, it matches forward slash, and then splits into tuple, right? So you can process that tuple like you can always do. Then finally we have os.path.split. Now if you observe in this particular output, the output is consisting of tuple with two objects, right? The path of the folder and the file or the folder name, which is last. So we can of course store, because we know that os.path.split makes a tuple of two entries. I can store the dir name and file name in two variables. So you can see in the last, I have got the directory name as dsongs English and the file name as on my view. So as you can see, the os.path is very valuable. We will be also solving assignments and some tutorials based on this os path. So I hope you got the point. There is enough documentation on the Python website that you can refer to. Apps path, like it will be the absolute path and all those things. But these are majoritarily used. Right? So thank you class for